Today we're fixing a Proctor Silex toaster. When you push it down, of course it's not plugged in right now, but when you try to push it down when it's plugged in, it will make heat, but it won't stay down. So we're going to tear it apart and fix it. This is actually made by Hamilton Beach. You can see all the info right there. So to start off, you're going to, of course, have the toaster unplugged. We're going to remove these 4 screws and tear it apart. So the 4 screws are out, and on this end, you can remove the end by just pulling it up. These little plastic tabs come out of these metal slots. The other end doesn't come off quite as easily. We'll have to take the metal cover off first so that we can get access to it. So to take the metal cover off, there are 2 tabs that need to be bent up. Those 2 tabs, just take a screwdriver, bend them up, and then you can lift the metal cover off. That comes off. To take the plastic cover off the other end, you take a flat screwdriver and pry this little tab so that we can pull this handle off. I'll have to set the phone down to do that, but it's easy to do. Okay, so I've pulled this handle off, and now this end comes off of the toaster. And I think the problem we're having is there are 2 sets of electrical contacts in here, and well, here's just where I can see them. There's one of them right there, and you can see when you push this down, it activates that contact. And there's another one on the other side. It's difficult to see in the video, but I am simply going to take some sandpaper and clean those contacts a little bit, and we'll put it back together. So I've got a small piece of sandpaper, and I'm just going to sand both sides of those contacts, make sure they're nice and clean. It is difficult to get in and access where you need to clean those contacts, so I took a small piece of sandpaper, tore it into a little strip, and we'll feed it in there, and I'll show you how I'm cleaning this. So I have it slid in between the contacts, and what I was doing, I can't do it while I'm filming, but I hold the contact shut with my finger and slide the sandpaper through with the other hand. So it takes 2 hands to do it. Can't quite show you exactly, but that's how I did it, and you need to get the contact nice and clean. So I've got the contacts clean, and now I'm just going to make sure the rest of the toaster is clean. Find lots of breadcrumbs in and around there. Especially check to make sure that the solenoid is clean. This is what holds the mechanism down. So it's a little electromagnet that engages on this piece of metal right here. And make sure everything is nice and clean so that I can go down the whole way and touch. And we'll put it back together and see how we did. For reassembly, we are just going to put the metal cover on first. Engage those tabs. And on this side, we have the 2 tabs that we bent. Get those into the right spot. Bend those up, and we can reinstall the plastic ends, put the screws in the bottom. For this end, we'll make sure that the dial is set at the 6 o'clock position. Same thing on this part, so that when we slide it together, it engages properly. Those on, slide this on. I'm going to wait and put the slide handle on after everything else is together. Okay, so we're ready to put the 4 screws in. Okay, the 4 screws are in. So we are going to reinstall this. It just snaps in. And now we can go plug it in and see how we did. And it works. So I hope that helps. If you like the video, please subscribe.